some real money in the room.
Magnolia Twins making the video, and they talked about how Birdman used to come to the projects to shoot a video, and he would, you know, pay to shoot the video, essentially, like pay the people. Did you witness anything like that going on?
Oh no, you know, I keep mad. I got locked up in March of '98. They got the deal in March 30. I got locked up March 6, 98. They got the deal with Universal in March 30 of '98. So I wasn't home for none of that.
So this literally 20 days after Gangsta got took off the streets, shit go into motion.
Well, 24 days.
Yeah, man, I you know, me really actually paying, like, stop looking at the hype and actually paying attention to your story is actually amazing. You know what I'm saying? It's actually like it's a movie waiting to happen.
Well, I got the movie script right now. Facts. I'm about to cash in too, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, Will, I'm about to cash in. You hear me?
Did you write it yourself, or you had your ghostwriter?
Did what I did. Okay, I started writing it, and I was like, this takes too long. Like, you gotta really, literally put fade in, fade out. This scene here, you gotta write. I was like, this. So I took a phone and started talking my story on the phone. I reached out to one of my homies from New Orleans and said, hey, I need you to come up where I'm at. I'm gonna put you in a room for a week straight. I want you to write this. So he took it and wrote it. And then he added his own creativity to it. So I got it back, and I was like, okay, now we gotta change it, we gotta add this or this. So I started changing stuff around, but he wrote it. Sure. I already got it copyright, I already did the copyright. I say, boy, I know they're gonna
you handling your business.
Facts. Yeah. Like, it's finished now. All thing we do now is like certain stuff he putting out in, like, and I wanted the cause he's from downtown, I wanted the uptown lingo in there, the New Orleans little flavor, you know, he got that in there. But it's certain stuff that I wanted and scenes that I wanted in there because it's the pilot that we're shooting, right? Because I want to do like The Wire, I want to do episodes of this because it's ongoing. Then I got my son who's in the Fed fighting two bodies, beefing with the same project. He accused, he got a man down on one of his bodies of the dude I was beefing with son. Name it his father. So I'm going to do a movie on their story too. So it's like a spin-off.
Is that case finished?
No, he's active right now. It's active right now.
How does that like make you feel knowing that your son allegedly, right, based off what the reports are saying, like inherited it in a sense? Like that's like inheriting a beef, you know what I'm saying? We see this in Stop 6 or the south side of Fort Worth where, you know what I'm saying, they fathers were beefing and now the sons are beefing. Yeah, and it's the same with the Opps and the, you know what I'm saying, Magnolias, you know what I'm saying? And for your son to be facing two bodies, it's like, it's damn near like deja vu, you know what I mean?
I remember I used to call home and as we hearing all these stories about my son. He used to like to ride these dirt bikes. The boys used to, nah, Dad, I just be riding my dirt bike. So it's like, he kind of tricked me. He had a little smooth, little soft voice, you know, nah, Dad, I remember my son don't be doing that, but kind of find out he was a stepper. He got a reputation to the city. My main goal is to make sure he's comfortable while he's in prison. Make sure he have money. If he need a lawyer, I'm gonna get a lawyer. I'm gonna make sure they don't dog him or mistreat him or do him dirt like they did me. Because I got a life sentence for two bodies. I was never indicted or charged for these murders. They just up and say, because we feel like you did it, they just enhance me. That would happen to me. So I'm not gonna let that happen to him. I be having dudes in jail send me case law. I be looking, I got case law. Here you go, give it to your lawyer. This we're gonna do, this. So,
you feel like you going through what you went through kind of helps you prepare mentally for what your son's going
Facts.
through?
Yeah, he called me every day. He just called me right before the interview.
Right.
I was just talking to. So, you know, and I understand it. Like, you need that outside support. You need it. You know what I'm saying? And by me just coming, I know what he needs, so I'm there for him. He got two daughters, 2 years old and 4 year old.
Young.
You know, babies, yeah. So, I got like 15 grandchildren, so I gotta be here for the grandchildren. But most importantly, I gotta make sure that he's come. What he just started. So for y'all who gon' once his case over, I told him, I said, son, just be cool. I said, once your case over, you stand up on your case, people gonna support you. He have a dog. Some of the dog I bought for him, them little bully. So he started his own little kennel. He was like, I was like, you know, I like that. He like, Daddy, you know, I want to make my own money. I want to be able to take care of my daughter while I'm here. And I was like, that's cool. He said, my partner got a dog. I was like, all right, where is that? Bought the dog for him. So now the dog almost in heat, whatever. So they about to make the dog, or put the stuff in the dog and whatever, so he can have his own little kennel. And I'm gonna help push that.
Inseminate, the artificial insemination.
Yeah, you know, they're gonna do that, and I can help push that. You know, I told him just he gonna be all right.
Right.
Because he already thinking positive now. Like I need people love dogs.
Right.
And you know how the streets do. Or you in jail, or you stood up and tell, all right, I'm gonna support you.
Yeah.
You know, and he got a reputation in that city.
Yeah. So you push for him not to tell?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's important. Because you got to go in. You got to go through this federal system, and when you're a rat in that federal system, it's hard. It's hard for you. They make it hard, and how the federal go, you got the computer, whereas they can send word. Oh, he over here. Oh, yeah, he getting trapped. This how I go, bro. Say Beaumont Penn. Say I'm heading to Beaumont, USP Beaumont. Before I get to USP Beaumont, my homeboy's gonna know I'm coming. Because you get a list, a laundry list, because the people working laundry gotta get your clothes together. So your number's gonna be on there. Oh man, got somebody like New Orleans, we 034. Man, y'all 034, William. Say, oh man, that's gangster. Man, the homie coming, da 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 da. So people already know who you are, what's up. They hip to you, they already know. So if you got an enemy on that compound, he already suiting up, packing his stuff up, giving away whoever, paying whoever he owe, whatever case may be, calling, look, he gonna blast you as soon as you come on that yard. You coming in the blind. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that for my son, because I know how rough the feds can be. Right. To show favoritism, whoever on that yard first, that's what they're gonna ride with. And you gotta keep in mind, my enemy who I was beefing with got life in 5 years in the feds. So it's like, oh, you got found, you pled guilty for killing my son. This man might feel like, I can't let you be on this compound. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, I just let him know, man, listen, if they offer you 30 years, take them 30. That's a long time, bro. Listen to me, it's a long time, but always
You're a real dad, man.
Let me tell you what, it's not that, this is the thing. Whatever, for you to be charged, whatever it is what it is, right? But don't go jump on trial, then you're mad, everybody tell on you ain't think was gonna come on and stand on you, and then you get a life sentence. You got 2 daughters, 2 baby girls. You know what I'm saying? So now, I did 23 years, 10 months, so I did a 30-year sentence. Off 30 years, you do 25 years, really, right?
Right.
So now I'm looking at him, telling him, and this was crazy. When I got locked up, he was 21 or 22 years old. Me and this man was like the same age. When I got locked up, now he got locked up. He like 25, now he been out like 3 years now. You know, so I just be like, man, you get out, you 30, you get out like in your 40s. You be old, but you still got your life, still be healthy, take care of yourself, you be all right, you know? Don't let them people lose you. You get that life sentence, it's over with. That life, boy,
yeah, I mean, it's amazing. It's one thing hearing about it from, somebody like me, but there's another thing hearing about it from somebody who actually been through it themselves.
Them people actually go to the team, but they made them stop it. They used to have on that thing deceased. Like they have how much time you got, they used to have on mine deceased. Then over the year they took it out, they started putting 540 months on it. But sometimes they just have life on it, and you be like, man, never getting out here. Yeah. So, and that's my youngest boy out of my 5 boys. That's my youngest, my baby boy.
Is he the only one incarcerated?
Yeah. Out of all my children. Yeah.
Yeah. One of the things that OG Percy, people really rank on him about is he has like 4 or 5 boys, and they're all in jail with lengthy like football numbers. You know what I'm saying? I think PMG got probably the youngest one, who was like 17, 18, got 20-year sentence. And I watched like some of his like intimate moments with his child. Like PMG calls my phone, you know what I'm saying, so he can get a hold of Percy, and Percy will, shoot him $50 or whatever he asks. He's there for him. If you look at his pictures and videos on Facebook, he was there to raise him. But a lot of times, like Charleston White and others, so nigga, you and your kids is in jail. Can you really fault a parent for the outcome of their kids? No, and I know a lot of people always say, "Oh, you failed your child." You gotta understand this. Like my mother, single parent, always worked, always try to do what she could do. But here's the thing: when you grow up in the ghetto, there's peer pressure. So now you got people that wanna show that I could do that. Oh, I ain't scared.
and they jump out there. And then once you get a taste of that crime, it's like, oh, that was easy. I did that, I got away with it. Or I did this and now he scared of me, or she liked me, or I got this kind of respect. A person, you want more, then you so far in. I didn't see where the mayor, it was a guy that, I don't know if he was a mayor running for mayor, his son, hanging with us in a project. He wound up getting killed in Gertown too. But his family got money doing it, you know, but he wanted the streets. So sometimes it be that, you know, the mother or the father, whatever the case may be, so busy at work till they can't watch the child all the time. So now if the child in the hood, whether you inside looking out that window or just sitting on the porch, you're gonna see the activities. You got a choice. Join that, or you can say, no, I'm gonna stay put. Because I got 2 daughters out of 17 Ward. They both graduated. One graduated for Howard University, one graduated for Tulane University. Worked for Microsoft, doing good, you know? So I don't ever try to point the finger, me personally, at the parents or whatever. Because a lot of us, like I said, sometimes be peer pressure, or some of us just have that mindset where I want the streets, I want to taste this. Because look at this. And I don't want to put none of these guys on the spot, so I'm not going to call their name. Look at a lot of these athletes, millionaires, doing a lot of crazy stuff. We fault their parent for that?
Well, interesting enough you bring that up. Ja Morant was
seen call his name, I know.
Throwing up. Well, he's done several things, right? Look, so Ja Morant was caught throwing up neighborhood Crip, right? And the Crips, or at least Brick Baby, has stated like they don't know him like that. He's not from 60s. You know what I'm saying? But if you're throwing up 60s, you flashing guns on the live while listening to your guy, NBA YoungBoy, you know what I'm saying? And you did it twice. You know, so what's a fair punishment in that situation? He's 23, he didn't break the law, but there's a morality clause in the NBA contract. You being an actual stepper from the streets, reformed your life, been to prison, you get out and you see this millionaire acting like this. What are your thoughts?
All right,
and do you blame the parents?
Before I answer that, I was about to say, now here's a guy, went to school, graduated apparently, or whatever it may be, went to college, NBA drafted him, he's a millionaire. So he did good for himself, right? So now we're going to get the parents all that good credit. Oh, you raised your son good. But to go back to what I said, how he got to affiliate with this gang stuff. Is it that the neighborhood he grew up in? But I think now with the nonprofit I have and with the stuff that's going on and me being from the streets, that first of all, he need help. He need counseling. He needs somebody to talk with him because he's a child. He's 23. That's number one. Number two.
Where were you at when you were 23?
In the feds. I was in the feds.
So can, like, I don't hear them same excuses for NBA YoungBoy. You know what I'm saying? I don't hear those same excuses for the Terrance Gangsta Williams of the world. You know what I mean? Ain't no age when it comes to being sentenced. Well, actually, I take that back. In Texas, it's 17. So when I hear 23, I don't hear kid. I don't see kid. I see a grown ass man.
Well, like I say, yeah, he's grown. But when I say child, because my son 22, so I look at it, he's still a child. But yes, he's grown. But the thing is, like, somebody like him with money and the fan base he had, whatever the case may be, not only he need help, but then let him go talk to some of the children and tell them, don't do what I did. I did a lot of foolishness, blah, blah, blah. But the thing is, you got a lot of these young boys getting money, legal money, multi-millionaires. So it's like, I'm bored, I want to watch. Let me tell you one thing, this is jump off subject right quick. I called Birdman one day when I was in the Fed. I said, what's up, man? Nothing. What's wrong with you, man? I said, you sound like you bored. He said, I am. And I'm like, man, you got all these millions. I said, man, what's wrong? He said, man. He said, but I got everything I ever wanted. He said, there's only one thing I don't have. And I was like, what's that? He said, man, I want you home. I was like, wow. I said, bro, like, right now, you know, I'm in here, I can't get home, but it's all good. We, you know, and he sounded like he was so sincere from the heart, you know. But I remember him just telling me, like, man, I got everything I want, man. It's like, it's boring, you know. So you have things where people be having money, but they be wanting excitement. They be wanting the crazy, dumb stuff, you know.
Right.
So, prime example, look how C went backwards. See, Murray, you from the hood, you from the project, you made it out the hood, multi-millionaires sold millions of albums, but you came back to the hood. You see what I'm saying? So now you went backwards, got yourself caught up.
Right.
You know, so a lot of time, bro, we still be having that hood mentality. Our friends been in the hood, so we want to reach back to get them. You know, we want to go back and help them. Like right now, I'm in a state where I'm doing everything by myself. I'm solo now, you know? So sometimes it's better that way. You know, and I believe this. God removed people out of your life for a reason. And now I'm at a point where I'm not gonna question that. Once somebody get mad with me and feel like, okay, I'm gonna part way, I'm gonna go here. In my mind, it's like, God didn't want you there with me anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because I show love to everybody. Anybody who got money, when we get money, you know, I ain't never played a game, I ain't never beat nobody, I always show love. So when a person feel like, or I don't wanna, you know, do business or this, it's their own self. Sometimes a person gotta look at themselves and evaluate themselves and see what I'm doing wrong before you can point the finger at the next person.
Right.
You know, because we all got flaws. But a lot of these athletes, you gotta keep in mind too, a lot of these athletes come from the hood too, bro. A lot of them come from the hood. It's just they got money now. And they do a lot of ignorant, stupid stuff. And it also goes with, once they get the money, who around them. What circle, what company they keeping. You know what I'm saying? So when you around certain stuff, you the company you keeping, you gonna act it. And then with the rap industry involving with the athletic part, a lot of that play that psychological warfare too. They hear them rappers talking that gangster, they be like, yeah, I'm on the court, I'm a ball, but I'm yeah, okay, boss. You know what I'm saying? So, man, the world is just all toe up.
Hey, real tone, there's some real money in the room.